Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Unity tutorial. This time, I'm just doing a very brief overview of what a scriptable object is, how to make one, and how to use them. Scriptable objects are basically little assets that you could create, which holds data and could be used within your game, project, whatever it is. In this case, I'm just going to do a very brief showcase of making them and actually using them. So I have just some UI elements here. One's the title, one's the description, which I never changed the name of. And the last one is just the image, which I don't have images to change, so I'm just going to be changing the color of the image. So to actually create a scriptable object, you're going to go in and create a script normally as is. I'm just going to call this title set SO for scriptable object. Once I let Unity go in and compile this, and then I'm going to go in and open up Visual Studio, and it's going to be very straightforward. There's two very important things that you need for a scriptable object to actually work. One of them is right above the public class. You need to do inside of these square brackets, create asset menu, and over here, after the class name and the colon, you will change mono behavior to scriptable object. So what this will do is, if I go in to save this real quick, and go back into Unity, let this compile real quick. If I go in and right click on the asset, go in and create, you can see there's title set SO. And here I just created a scriptable object. I'm just going to call this title set 1. Now, currently there's nothing because we haven't actually created any variables with it. So let's go back into the script. And since I have a title, a description, and an image, which I'm going to be changing the color of, I'm going to be creating variables for specifically those. So I'm going to do a public string title, a public string description, and a public color my color. And if I go and save that, go into Unity and let this compile, the scriptable object I created now has those three variables I just created. One for the title, one for the description, and one for the color. So let me go in and put these values in. I'm going to do title that's 1 for the title. And for description, I'm just going to do the this is my first title set. And for the color, I'm just going to do like a bright cyan. So we have the scriptable object and we have the variables in it, but now we need to actually be able to use it. And it's very straightforward. It's just like referencing another script and using variables or methods on there. Instead, we're going to be referencing this scriptable object and we're going to be pulling the variables from it. So I'm going to create another script, which I'm going to do load title. And all we're going to do is go ahead and reference a scriptable object, and we're going to load a title based off of variables onto there. So here's the load title script. Since I am using the UI, I have to use using Unity engine.ui. And here, what we're going to need to do is get a reference to the scriptable object. So we're going to do public, the name of the script, title set SO, if I could spell it correctly. And then we're just going to do title set as a variable name. Now, I'm going to also need to get references to my UI elements. So I'm going to do public text title, title text. I'm going to do public text desk for description text, and then a public image color. So, what we're going to do, if I go in and save this, go back into Unity. Let me drag this script onto the canvas. So basically, now I have the variable, which was the title set SL called title set. I could drag this scriptable object onto it, and now I can start referencing that variable in the script and start pulling values from there. And while I'm here, I'm also going to go on and reference my title, I'm going to reference my description, and I'm going to reference the image, if I could actually drag it into there. So let's go back into the script, and I was actually going to change the stuff. So I'm just going to do it in the start method, public start. Oh, well, actually, it doesn't really matter. I usually like to have private. But what I could do is do title text dot text is equal to title set dot title. So basically, all I'm doing is setting the text of my title text to whatever I have the title of the title variable inside of the set of the title set. So if I go in and save, and go back into Unity, let this compile. Now we could see inside of our scriptable object here, we have title set 1 as the title. So if I go in and hit play here, we'll see now it says title set 1. And I could go in and do this for the rest of my elements. So desk text dot text is equal to title set dot description, and then image color, if I could do that correctly, image color dot color is equal to title set dot my color. Now if I go ahead and go back into Unity, let this compile, I could hit play, and we'll see everything is as is. Title set 1, this is my first title set, and it's the bright cyan that I chose. Now, the thing with scriptable objects is it's super easy to hold lots of different data that's like very similar. So I could create another title set here. I call this title set 2. And I'm just going to do title set 2 as the title. For description, I'm going to do this is my second title set. And for the color, we're just going to do a red. Why not? And so now, inside the script that I created, which actually loads the scriptable object variables onto the UI element, instead of having title set 1, I'm just going to drag title set 2 into there. And now, if I go and hit play, it should say title set 2. Yep, title set 2, this is my second title set, and it's red. And that's basically how simple, that's really the simplest that scriptable objects could get. People go much more advanced with this. They even make like inventory systems with it, which I haven't even explored into myself. But this is just very bare bones how to make them, how to use them, and they're really nice additions to Unity, which holds data, which you don't have to create a separate system on like another file which holds data for you. It's literally here for you. But anyways, thank you for watching. If you have any questions about this video or any suggestions for future videos, comment them down below. I do read every comment fairly quickly. You could also send me an email and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Hopefully this was helpful. Be sure to watch some of my other tutorials, which I have a playlist for, and adios.